What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to do a follow-up on these slings. These are the GTW GEAR slings. We reviewed / overviewed them a few months ago, and over this period of time most of the players in our team have been using them. So now we feel like we have a more solid opinion to give to you guys, and we're gonna go ahead as well and compare it to one of the industry standards, which is the Ferrule Concepts Slingster, which this is my personal one and I've been using it for a long time. So yeah, for the conclusion, stay tuned.
So as you know, we like to test our gear and use it. I've been trying out this sling for about 6 months, which we think it is a good time period to test it. And almost everyone on the team has a GTW Advanced Sling. We have about 12 in Query Brown, Multicam Black. They have several colors. So we gathered all of the feedback from our team members so that we can give you a honest feedback.
Yeah, not only from our team members, but we also have a few active military guys in the team, and we got this sling to some guys to test out in the field and give us their honest opinion, of course. As you know, Portuguese military uses really old school weapons. They're very heavy, the HKG3 if you're not familiar. So just the fact that this sling is being used and is withstanding the weight of that rifle is a testament to its quality. Yeah, so what do you want to start?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to start with comfort. Okay. So the sling is very comfortable. It has a really thick padding, and surprisingly it is thicker than the Ferrule Concepts Slingster one, yeah. As we're going to show you on the close-ups. So as he said, this sling is being used in really heavy guns. For example, I'm also using on this gun, which is a GBL SCR-15. As you can see, it has full accessories like the LPVO, the flashlight, D-ball, and whatnot. So for an Airsoft replica, it is a little bit heavy, and I have no problem whatsoever in carrying this gun. So really comfortable, the thick and comfortable padding.
Okay guys, so it doesn't take too much. If you look at these two, they're almost identical, okay? Except for a few features that we are going to talk about. One of the features that they are identical in is the sliders. So unlike some other brands and some other models of slings, this 2-point sling uses the same the pull ring or pull tab to both open it and closing it. There are some other slings that have one piece of fabric to tighten the sling and another one to loosen it. For us, I've tried it. I have one of those. I'm not really a big fan of it. This is much more intuitive, it's much faster. When you're trying to open the sling, the weight of the weapon itself is enough, yeah, to loosen it, and then it's really easy. I mean, gravity helps you when you're pulling that tab downwards to tighten it. When we compare the Ferrule Concepts and the GTW, keep in mind that this is a Ferrule Concepts Gen 1. They have a Gen 2 in which they improved this pull tab. This is all rubber or silicone or whatever. I have never had a problem with this, but there are stories of guys who have broken these, and now they have a redesigned pull tab which supposedly is stronger. We also have one of those in the team, and again, so far no issues. The GTW gear uses paracord with this heat shrink just to keep it tight. I mean, it works. Yeah, it's not rocket science, you know. Paracord is extremely durable. I wouldn't say I have a preference on one over the other. I mean, as long as it works, it's easily accessible. You're not fumbling to get a hold of it. So
Yeah, the Ferrule Concepts is the pull tab from Ferrule Concepts. It is a nice idea. It is fancy,
Yeah.
but you know, keep it simple. Paracord works well. You can grab it really well, no problem whatsoever. The rubberized seat shrink helps you grip it. So, yeah, it's not really a how do you say? It's not really a big plus having the rubberized silicone one. It is good, but you know, paracord works well, and it's not really an issue for us.
Yeah.
So
they're just different in that aspect. One is not better than the other.
Yeah.
So moving down the sling, do you want to talk about the quick release? Or?
Yeah, you could talk about the quick release. Yeah, so the quick release buckle that this has, GTW GEAR one, it works very well. They have put this in case of an emergency. We never needed to use it in game. Yeah. But you know, it works very well. It stays in place, rock solid. We never open it by accident, and we know. And if you follow the team, we know that we use and abuse our gear. So this has stayed in place, so it works very well. And it is a feature that the Ferrule Concepts Slingster does not have.
Yeah, and don't think just because the buckles are plastic that they're fragile. If you watch our previous video, we had one of our team members
pull a car. Yeah.
Doing pull-ups just on the sling itself with the buckle standing up to all the weight. Plus, we pulled a car in neutral, of course, and the sling had no problems holding up to that. The Ferrule Concepts Slingster doesn't have the buckle. For me, is not a big deal. I have never used the buckle anyways when I have used the GTW gear. However,
it's a plus.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing either. So
yeah, it works well.
Just so you guys know.
Yeah. Then you also have another good feature on the GTW GEAR Advanced Sling, which is the one-point sling feature. So basically, I'm just going to use it. If you just put the hook here on this ring or whatever you want to call it, and it turns into a one-point sling. It is not something that we use a lot on the team. We like to use it in a two-point configuration, but you know, if you want to use it, you can. You still have the padding on your back, as you can see, and you can still open and close the sling, no problem whatsoever. Be aware if you're looking to use it like this. Let me just open it. Because you know, we know that a lot of people like to use it just around their necks. We don't recommend you to use the advanced sling like this because there are better alternatives if you want that specific sling. You will not be able to weave this through the shoulder straps of your plate carrier, so you still get padding on the back of your neck, but don't use it like this. You know, use it under your arm, and this is the best way to use it as a one-point sling. Yeah,
generally we don't really recommend one-point slings anyways. I think, in my opinion, they're really outdated. They used to be very popular in the 90s. Now the two-point sling is much more popular. It's much more versatile, and unless you run a really short gun like an MP7, for example, which you have one, or an MP5 or whatever, unless you run a really small gun, if you run an M4, for example, you will have that gun slamming against your knees when you're trying to run. If you need to put it on your back, you're not going to be able to. I just don't like it. However, it is, again, a nice feature to have. You're not forced to use it as a one-point sling if you don't want to. Now, again, speaking about this one-point feature, it comes with a drawback, which is, for example, in my Ferrule Concepts Slingster, which doesn't have the one-point sling feature, I run a QD on just to connect it directly to the rail. If you want to use the one-point sling feature on the GTW, you're not going to be able to use that. You're going to have to use an HK clip so that you can then attach it to the D-ring up there. Just something to keep in mind. If you plan to use QD cups on your sling, disregard the one-point sling feature of the GTW.
Yeah. And you know, just moving to the drawback, which we just found one, which is the sling is a little bit too short.
Yeah.
So And we noticed in our training sessions, in our games, because we do like to do shoulder transitions when we approach a corner on the left or the right side. And if you need to switch your shoulder, your weapon to the other shoulder, it's going to be hard because the sling is a little bit short, as you can see. So I have overcome this by just putting, you know, a paracord loop on the back, and I also use a hook on the back also, so that I can gain those extra centimeters. But you know, it is just one of the drawbacks, and we are going to show you on the close-ups the difference between the Ferrule Concepts Slingster and the GTW Gear, the length.
Yeah.
But you know, just for you to see, it is quite longer than the Advanced Sling. So if you're a bigger guy, or if you have your sling attached on the front of your gun, it will be quite hard to maneuver that gun. The solution is to, you know, take your arm off the sling, and then you're free to do that switch.
Yeah, also one thing to take into consideration, right here, he chooses to run his sling tight, so the front part closer to the receiver and the rear part closer to the receiver. Some guys like to run their slings farther away. This is the rear part closer to the shoulder pad and the front part closer to the muzzle. That is going to be an issue with the GTW. Again, because this has the deering here to make it able to turn this into a one-point sling, you will not be able to move the padding all the way to the rear, which means that when you have the sling, instead of having the padding where it's supposed to be, so where the weight of the rifle pushes against your body, it's going to be all the way to the front or all the way to the rear, and then you're going to end up having this part holding all the weight against your body, and that's not comfortable. So
yeah, but you know, it is something that we reported,
yeah,
to GTW Gear, and they said that they are developing a new version of the sling. We don't have any more information, but hope they will correct the length of the sling so it can be more usable.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of the brand, this is not the first product that we review from this brand, and our experience so far with the slings or any other of their products is that they're a very nice company to talk to if you have questions, if you have suggestions, if you have run their gear for a while and you feel that there are improvements that they can make to make the product better, they will hear you and they will reply to you, which, I mean, it's always a really great thing, especially nowadays that there are many brands who don't represent their product well enough, and GTW definitely isn't one of those.
So be aware that this could be a good alternative to other high-quality slings, because, you know, Ferrule Concepts Slingsters and other brands are usually always out of stock in Europe. They are quite expensive. A slingster costs around 70-80 euros, so comparing to the US market it is expensive. But you can get the GTW gear for about 50 euros at Contractor House, and if you use our promo code you can get it for 45. And GTW gear products are made with US made materials, so basically you're getting the same quality and some extra features with this thing. But of course it's going to be your choice. We are quite happy with it, and almost everyone on the team has one. It's going to, and it is a mandatory piece of kit in our loadouts.
Yeah, we definitely don't play without slings, and we are aware that this video is definitely more towards our European audience. I don't even know if GTW gear is available in the United States.
No.
Probably not. Yeah. So I mean, the price difference is you pay for the GTW in Europe the same that you pay for the Ferrule Concepts in the United States, right? So the price difference isn't that much. The thing is, it's really hard to find Ferrule Concepts in stock in Europe, and if you do find it, it's really expensive. You're paying almost twice the price. So I think that GTW has something going on here. It's a really nice product. I personally don't really care about some of their features, but they don't hurt me that they're there, and I'm sure that many guys will find those features helpful. So,
and we do have experience with both the Slingster and the Advanced Sling. So I think we can do a good comparison based on our experience, and I think we are using the Slingster a lot earlier than the GTW.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. This Slingster has probably 3 years of use,
yeah.
maybe four. Yeah, this one has 6 to 7 months. So there is a difference in the amount of experience that we have with one and with the other. We can't quite say yet that this is as durable as this, but so far, I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. I mean, it's a great product.
Yeah.
It's a great product for the European market. I would say it's the best sling out there.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great option. So yeah, that's really about it for the video. They do have other products like chest rigs and pouches, IFAX. Check out Contractor House. They are the exclusive retailer here in Portugal for GTW gear. So check them out and use our promo codes. And that's really about it. Check out our Instagram and
check out all our social media. Yeah,
website.
we post new content every week. We also hope GTW watches this video and they go ahead with their promise of releasing the new version of it. We are expecting that, and hopefully make a new follow-up on this video with the changes that they make. Yeah, and in the meantime, just go back, watch our previous content. We have videos on other GTW gear that we reviewed in the past, which, disclosure, we were also really happy with. That's it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.